Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing really well. Are you ready for this? I haven't done a Dutch pour, acrylic pour painting in a while, and this is where I actually started on YouTube. So I want to show you guys how to do it, and I'm going to show you what you're going to need. Okay, first you will need the object you're going to be pouring your paint on. Move this tape. So I'm going to do another clover. This time I'm going to we'll be doing an acrylic pour painting. And you're going to need tape, preferably painter's tape. It's just a little easier to rip off when you're done. And let me show you how I did this. You just cover the whole back side of what you're going to be painting. Okay? Just make sure, and especially around the edges. Make sure it's real tight around the edges. Okay? And you're going to need some push pins. Got these at Dollar Tree. I'll probably use 4. Let's get 4 out. I'm getting a little low. Have to get some more of those. You are going to need some gloves because this gets messy. You can get, I think it's a 10-pack at Dollar Tree. We're going to use a tiny bit of water. And you're going to need some paint. And I'm going to be using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds of green and a black. And we're going to use, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, it's called Floetrol. And you can get this at Home Depot. Now, if you can't afford Floetrol, I'm not sure how much it is these days, I haven't done this in a while. But if you can't afford Floetrol, you can use glue, just don't use school glue. And you're going to need little cups and stir sticks. The cups are determined by the size of your canvas. You may need a little bit larger cups. And these are craft sticks that I got at Dollar Tree, 100 in a pack. I wanted to show you how I place the tacks like this so that it could stand up real nice when I flip it over. I'm not sure if I said that before, but the tacks go on the tape side. And now I'm going to show you the paint. Okay, from left to right we have Artist Loft, deep green. And this is called Anita's All-Purpose Glossy. It's a glossy black. And then we have Master's Touch. This is from Hobby Lobby, and this is Ocean Green, which is this one. And the last one is Artist Loft Metallic Leaf Green. So I'm going to do one with you guys so you see how to mix it. Okay, for the one we're going to mix, you're going to fill it up 2/3 with the Floetrol or glue, whichever you're going to use. And then you're going to put 1/3 of paint in it. Okay, let's move the stick over. Okay. And this color is, I know it's Artist Loft. I'm going to read the color exactly how it says. This is called Metallic Cobalt Blue. But believe me, it's the color that it looks on the screen, or maybe even more so. It's more of a turquoise, a dark turquoise. And then we're going to stir this. So you want to stir it really, really well. I'm going to get those sides and get that Floetrol off the sides. This is why I did all the other colors before this one, because I didn't want to hold you guys up watching me mix all the colors. See how pretty that's coming out now? Wow. You should see the color I'm seeing. It's even prettier. Okay, go around and get the sides again. Just keep stirring. Just keep stirring. Like Dory says in Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep stirring. Okay, then we can add our teeny bit of water. Just a teeny bit. We don't want it too liquefied. Teeny. Okay, and we are just about ready. Let me put this down with the other paints. And I wanted to show you one more thing. Get it over here. You will need a larger cup than those guys. This is like a regular sized drinking cup. Let me show you in a second what we're going to do with this one and why we need a larger cup. Okay, one other thing that I forgot to mention is you can get one of those boxes like at Aldi or Lidl, whatever that store's called, the empty boxes, the ones that are kind of flat and have an edge about that big, and put that here because you're going to have a lot of overflow with the paint. Now I put a old piece of parchment here on top of my clean parchment because I've got paint on this side. So I don't care if this gets dirty, I just didn't want to dirty my new surface. Okay, now we're going to flip our project over to the side we're going to be working on. And I'm going to use the paints from right to left. I lined them up how I want to put them in here. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So each time I like to stir it a little bit before I put it in. Make sure it hasn't thickened back up again. Alrighty, put the stick down. And what we're going to do is we're going to layer the paints. So we're going to tip this cup, tip this one. Just pour a little, not all of this, just a little bit. Just a layer in the bottom. I'll show you what we're doing. See that? Just get a whole layer in the bottom. Let that tipped. Okay, that's quite enough. Let's do the next one. Let me stir that real quick. Okay. Get that out of there. I'll do the same thing with this one. Tip it and pour it. This way it's going to lay on top of each other. I like that. It's not just going to mix, it's going to lay. Oops, we got a little bit right there. Okay, because it's going to get there sooner or later. Okay, let's stir this one. Make sure it's okay. Not too thick. I guess you wanted the consistency of maybe syrup, I might say. Okay, let's see. This is the metallic green, so we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to tip the cup and pour that right over that light color. Look at that. Just rolls right on top of it. Okay, we just want a tiny bit of this black. I don't know why I made so much black, but we don't need this much. Okay, pour this one in. Tilt the cup. Pour that one. Not too much. Okay, that might be enough. And the last one. It's actually not the last one, we're going to go a second round. Now this one feels a little thick, so I'm going to get some more water. Just pour a teensy bit. Teensy. Okay. We want it to flow. Alrighty. Put a little bit of this one in there. Okay. Tilt this one, the big one. Let that flow right over top the black. A little bit more. Okay. Now let's get back to the green. Tilt the cup. Okay, you can even go like this, as long as the cup's tilted, the big cup. Okay, we don't need too much more because our surface isn't that big. But we're going to do all of them one more time. Okay, this is the metallic green. Tilt it. Put that right on there. And might do a little smidge of black. I don't want too much more black in here. Let's just pour this right there. Okay. And this is the metallic cobalt blue, which is like a dark turquoise. Okay, tilting the big cup. Alrighty. Let's see what kind of magic we can make. Let's take one of our sticks and we're going to crisscross it, which is kind of mixing the paint. Just don't want to stir it. Okay, just make a couple X's. Okay. Okay, take this, turn it over and put it on top of your cup so that it looks like this. Let's see, let me pick my camera up so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so it's underneath like this. So basically, your cup, that's one hand, your cup is holding up the clover. Okay, you can see it that way. Okay, so our cup is now holding this up. It's underneath, right in the middle. The way you want to pick it up is like this. Hold your hand flat and hold the cup tight up against it. Okay, you with me? Hold your hand tight on this. The cup is under your hand and you're going to flip it. Okay. See that? Okay, let's let all the colors run down the cup. Move these back. I don't want to ruin them because they're still good. Okay, let's put the sticks back where they belong. Put the sticks back inside. Okay, and sometimes what you can do is you can take one of these push pins and poke a hole in the bottom of this, which releases some air. Okay. And see that? It's starting to move and it's starting to come out now. Okay, so let's just lift it. And make sure it goes all over. Look how pretty that looks already. Wow. Okay, here it all comes. Alright. Now we're going to shift it so it covers the whole clover. So pretty. Look at all these greens. Just keep shifting it so it covers the whole clover. This is so much fun and relaxing. Okay, let's go down this side. Tilt it over to that one. Just cover your whole area. Come back over to this one. That's so pretty. I'll show you the whole thing in a second. I just want you to see it covering the surfaces. Okay. Let's see, did we get the stem? I almost forgot about the stem down here. Right here. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is almost coming out like a heart at the top. That is so cool looking. And just keep tilting it until you like it. Look at that so far. Oh my goodness. Is that too pretty? And those metallics, you can see them shining. I don't know if you can in the camera. Yeah, there you go. And this is what they call in pour painting is cells. These cells are developing. And see, some of them, they look kind of scaly or like spider webs or maybe like a lizard. And I'll tell you what, I always see something in these paintings. My dad always did. He was real good at it. He would always see something. Some shape or some object. That's why they call it abstract. So my camera ran out of memory, or my card did, but I added a little more green in here, green, black, couple greens and black. I wanted to show you that. I forgot to tell you that you let it dry for at least 48 hours. But I will let you know for sure how long it's going to take this to dry. Okay? We'll be back. First, I wanted to show you that the gloves I thought came in a 10-pack. Maybe they used to, but they now come in an 8-pack. Okay, so it's pretty much finished. And the light, but still not picking up some other colors. Let me show you this side right here. It still has the tape on the back. I'm going to take the tape off with you guys. But look at that right there. That's so pretty. And then it still has this webbing right through here. I really like that. I just love the way this went through here. So let's take the tape off. The tape's still a little wet. It's been a couple days. So we're just going to rip this off. Oh, I forgot to take the pins off. Take the little tacks out. Keep them, don't lose them. We want to reuse those. Okay, now we take the tape off. Make sure you wear gloves. And you're going to see the other side is, oopsie, I took some of it off. This is the side of the actual Dollar Tree clover. Just took some of that off, whereas you can see that it's only paper on the Dollar Tree objects. Okay, and the tape is off. I'm going to pick up this paper that has the paint all over it so you can actually see this a little better. So I'm going to lay that down, so I'll be right back. And there's one more thing I wanted to show you about the Floetrol. You want to get a strainer, and you want to strain it before you add your paint to it. Let me show you. Take your Floetrol and just pour it in there, because sometimes it has little lumpy thingies. I don't know the correct name for them, but and there might be one right there. Let's see. See that? So you want to strain this before you mix the paint with it. Okay. I just wanted to tell you about that. Shake the bottle up and then pour it into a strainer before you put any paint mixture with it. Okay, here we go. Now I have it standing up. So unfortunately the lighting in the garage isn't that great, so it's not showing this the way I'd like you to see it. So from here, if you choose to, you wait about a week to put a top coat on, and I'm putting on a high luster coating, and you'll see that up next. Okay guys, so there's one last thing you want to do, and you don't want to do this for about maybe a week. It depends on where you live and how well this dries, how quick it dries. It varies in different locations. But I have this one which says it's a high luster coating and it's Rust-Oleum. And you can also get the type that you can use a paintbrush with, put it on that way, but I like to use the spray cans. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one coat. That's it. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to hang it and show it to you guys. Okay, here it is. The top coat is all dry. What do you guys think? As you can see, I'm outside in the snow recording this, so give it a try. There's no two alike, and like Forrest Gump says, you never know what you're going to get. And there's several other techniques to doing this. I've done ocean waves if you look down my channel. I've done string pulls, and there's many to look at if you want to check my channel out. So if you want to see more, just let me know. So I hope you like this video, and I want to thank you so much for watching. And to my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. And if you're not yet one, I hope you will be. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.